Hello, this particular section, we're going to go over 4 total examples. And each of these examples do one of 2 things: combining like terms or distributive property. All right? And so those are kind of the 2 ideas that we're going to be reviewing and going back over, making sure we understand how to do all this stuff. And so in this case, we have this little piece right here is called a term. And so this one has 1, 2, 3, and 4 terms in it. And we're going to combine like terms, which means it has to have the exact same variable raised to the exact same exponent. All right? So in this case, what I like to do when I'm combining like terms is I like to put a box around each term that is similar to the other ones. Okay? And I include the sign that's in front, either adding or subtracting. Okay? This one has no sign, that's adding, right? So that's a positive value. All right. And so I like to put a box around this one also. Okay, and there we go. That tells me that these 2 need to go together. All right, and sometimes I end up taking and putting a circle around the other ones to make them look very different. So it's just numbers with numbers, same variables with same variables. And when you're adding and subtracting, they have to be the exact same variables. All right, so I'm going to put these 2 together, which is 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 would be, rewrite it, just drop it down, and it's going to be 11, all right? I combo those up. Okay, now I combo these up, and it's really -5, you could say, plus 5. Or you could say it the other way and say 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 turns into 0. Really, it's minus 0a. Well, 0a is the same thing as 0 multiplied by a. So, as I write my final answer, I'm kind of funneling down to a final answer, right, like this. Remember, coming down to our final answer? If you like to draw these on here, that's totally okay. That helps me kind of see your work shown and make sure you're understanding what you're doing. 11 is your final answer. Put a circle or a box around your final answer, and that's it. It's not too bad. This one wasn't too bad. If you had let's say, a problem that looked just like this: 1 minus 5a plus 10, and then there was some sort of like plus 10a on the end, like that, and you actually had a term in there, you got to know when to stop. So this would turn into 11, right? We would have 11 because of these 2 terms. Again, you could circle them just like that over there, and then these 2 would go together, and I would end up with plus 5a. Now, it's tempting. Some people like to keep going and go, put these together. Nope. You can't. You got to stop and put a box around. That is your final answer in this case. In this one, we got our variables to cancel out, and they went away. But on this one, you leave them in your final answer because you can't go any further. That's combining like terms, and these ones are not considered like terms, so you can't go any further. All right.